Apple bouncing today on a report that the company is ramping up iPhone production. Josh Lipton's got the very latest from San Francisco. Hey, Josh.
Melissa, for once, the rumors around the iPhone are positive. Often reports suggest lagging demand, but this time with expectations muted, rumor has it that those new iPhones could be more popular than many expected, with the Nikkei now reporting that Apple told suppliers to increase production of the new iPhone 11 lineup by as much as 10% or 8 million units to meet better than expected demand. The rise in orders is apparently driven by the lowest end iPhone 11 as well as iPhone 11 Pro, with the iPhone 11 Pro Max orders having been slightly revised down. CEO Tim Cook himself told a German publication just this week that sales were off to a very strong start, in his words, though he didn't disclose specific sales figures. These new iPhones boast a faster processor, longer lasting batteries, improved camera systems, and the iPhone 11, the successor to the XR, was priced $50 lower at $699. Deutsche Bank analysts saying that year-over-year growth in iPhone revenues looks increasingly more reasonable if this report proves to be true. Investors, of course, have piled in. Apple has now soared more than 40% this year. Questions remain, though, about demand. For example, in China, Huawei already offers a 5G handset. Other Chinese vendors will soon launch 5G devices, too. Tech analyst Patrick Moorhead says competition from those Chinese companies offering 5G smartphones could impact demand for the new iPhone 11 lineup. Melissa, back to you.
All right, Josh. Thank you, Josh Lipton. Let's trade Apple here, Tim.
Well, so J.P. Morgan was out there talking about actually that iPhone shipments could be higher. This was an upgrade. This is, by the way, this is a chart, guys, that everybody thought had broken down. It may be going to get those new highs, so we'll see. Jury's still out. But I do think when you talk about this company, people don't have necessarily, they have not increased their expectations on shipments anytime recently. Meanwhile, the refresh cycle, the new phone cycle, and when you get into the 5G phones for next year, it really could be a catalyst for a company that, granted, what we've been saying, the catalyst has been service-related and capital markets-related. And I think those are also the reasons to own the stock.
That chart looks pretty nice, Carter.
I'm good. In fact, we did it a week ago. You did
Hold on. So Carter's found a stocky like Dan? Can we... How's that chart?
I like
How's that chart?
How's that chart? Listen, I think that you get back to that prior high from September when it was 233. It had a 40% peak to trough decline in 3 months. Guys, that was the largest market cap company in the world that lost $400 billion.
We're not talking about that.
Okay.
We're talking about the chart right now.
Hold on, Tim. You had your little
Are you
time.
listening? No, I mean, come on, I'm listening to you.
So what are we talking about?
You know,
what did we just hear Josh talk about? We talked about China, okay? Do you know what their market share in China is? 6.5%. They're number 5 behind names you never even heard of, like Xiaomi and Oppo and all this sort of stuff. So if China's not coming back for them, North America's saturated on the most iterative phone.
So you're a seller.
I'm not buying it here to get to all-time highs.
The chart is good. We approached that high 4 months ago. We reapproached it. We reapproached it again. And then how about a would you rather at the same multiple as the market?
He's
would you rather have this
rather.
or the S&P?
I'd rather have this.
I'd rather have the S&P.
I'd rather have this.
Okay.
Oh,
well, that's what makes a market, I guess.
I mean, remember I always like to say that sometimes I'm a participant and other times I'm an actual viewer. I find myself loving what's happening here. But I'll say I'll participate right now. I mean, I'll push back a little on Tim. He feels this. I know Tim feels as if he's sort of lone wolf out there.
Yeah,
remember Lenny and Squiggy, by the way?
I mean,
and you're lone wolf.
Who's the lone wolf in Bachelor Party? What were they called?
What are you talking about, Lenny and Squiggy?
No, he's out there. Yeah. Lenny and Squiggy. Lenny was the lone wolf.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And now Tim feels sort of like Lenny. I'll be his Squiggy right now.
I do not
and
feel
say,
like Lenny
I've said for quite some time.
Or Shirley or Levine.
I thought Apple was going to retest the highs.
So you're the big ragu.
I'm the big ragu.
So basically retested the high.
And here we are right now, 228. Okay. So what do you do, Apple, right now? And the answer is I would be taking profit. So I'd be going against Carter. I'd be going against him. And for some reason, after Josh spoke, Bewitched came into my head. And why is that, Tim?
Because
Agnes Moorehead she stole every episode she was in.
I don't even want to.
Enough for tangents.